Okay, review basics for integrated 2. What we're looking at is some basics on that first power focus area. We've got something here. We want to name it and break it down into its parts. Well, there's lots of words we can use with 3x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 12. We got base, coefficient, constant, exponent, equation, variable expression, leading coefficient, all of those things. So, in your notebook, on half of a page, write 3x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 12. The first thing, what is the whole thing? Well, that whole thing is an equation. Why? Because it's got two things on either side of an equal sign. They're set equal to each other. Then, what's on the left and the right, those are expressions. Okay, go ahead and get those labeled. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, you've got those labeled. Let's go on to the next piece. X's, the x squared and the x, those are variables. Go ahead and label it. The numbers in front of those variables are called coefficients. Go ahead and pause the video, get those labeled. Now, the other two terms without variables, minus 5 and 12, those are constants because they have no variable. Go ahead and label those. Now, that 3 in front of the 3x squared, that's a leading coefficient, okay, because it's in front of the highest power of x. In the x squared, that x is a base, and that 2 is its exponent. Now, on that left-hand side, 3x squared plus 6x minus 5, that happens to be a trinomial. It has 3 terms, okay? And terms are just items that are separated by pluses or minuses. Okay, adding and subtracting polynomials. This is on your green sheet. Filling up at the top on the left, we're just adding, okay? Start with example 1. They're just lined up like you would have added 116 plus 237. One number on top of the other. Same thing with one polynomial above another. We lined up the like terms. So we just work our way from left to right. 3x to the third plus x to the third. Well, that's going to be 4x to the third. Negative 2x squared plus a negative 5x squared is negative 7x squared. 4x plus, so there's not another x term, so that's just plus 4x. And then negative 6 plus 3 is going to be negative 3. Okay. Example 2, here is how you mostly see them, and what I end up doing is I go through, I circle the highest power of y in this case. I got 2y to the third. And are there any other y to the thirds? No. So I write down 2y to the third. And then the next one, 7y squared. We do have another y squared, negative 4y squared. 7y squared plus negative 4y squared is 3y squared. Negative 6y plus 3y is negative 3y. And then the last term we've got is negative 9. There's no other like term, so we just have minus 9. Okay. Now there's a practice one to try on your own. That's subtraction, so wait till we do the other example for that. Now here we've got subtraction for example 3 and 4. So on example 3, it's just you take the top one, subtract the bottom one. So 7x cubed minus 6x cubed is 1x cubed. Negative 6x cubed, or sorry, negative 6x squared minus 3x squared is minus 9x squared. Minus 3x minus a minus 7x. What we end up doing with that is minus a minus makes plus 7x. When you subtract, you change it to add the opposite. And so negative 3x plus 7x is 4x, and then 7 minus a positive 5 is 2. On example 4, one of the first things you do when you have it side by side like that is you distribute the subtraction through the second set of parentheses. So 8x squared minus 5x plus 11 stays the same, but everything in the second set of parentheses changes its sign. So negative 12x squared plus 9x plus 3. Then it's just like the last one in combining like terms. So we've got an 8x squared and a negative 12x squared. Gives us negative 4x squared. Negative 5x plus 9x is 4x. And then 11 plus 3 gives us 14. So negative 4x squared plus 4x plus 14 would be our answer. Now, practice 1 and 2 gives us practice in adding and subtracting. Okay? And then check your answers with me when you see me next. Now we also work with multiplying. And multiplying, we've got, the key term here is distribute. We're going to multiply, distribute 3x squared times everything. What works really well is to use area model. So that first has 3 terms and the second has 2, so we do a 3 by 2 box. Across the top goes the 3x squared minus x plus 4. Down the front goes x plus 2. Then we find the area of each. So x times 3x squared is 3x to the third. X times minus x is minus x squared. X times 4 is 4x. So we just took x and distributed it to everything. Now we're going to do 2 times everything. So 2 times 3x squared is 6x squared. 2 times negative x is negative 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. And then we combine all the like terms. We've got a 3x to the third. There's no other 3x to the third, so that's good. 6x squared plus negative x squared is 5x squared. Negative 2x plus 4x is 2x, and then we've got the plus 8. Practice 1 is asking you to do the exact same thing, and you can check your answers with me. Next one, this is multiplying 3 things together. Well, when you multiply 3 things together, you start off with the first 2, so a 2 by 2, so x minus 3 times x plus 7, and we get x times the x minus 3 gives us x squared minus 3x. 7 times x minus 3 gives us 7x minus 21. That's going to simplify to 3 terms. So we'll have a 3 or trinomial times a binomial. So that gives us x squared plus 4x minus 21 times x plus 1. So take x times everybody. We get x cubed plus 4x squared minus 21x. And then 1 times everything gives us just x squared plus 4x minus 21. Combine the like terms that are diagonals and we get x cubed plus 5x squared minus 17x minus 21. Okay? Practice 2 has you do the exact same thing, just different numbers. Next one, we got 7m minus 3 times 7m plus 3. So what we do is 2 by 2, 7m minus 3 across the top, 7m plus 3 down the front. 7m times everything is going to be 49m squared minus 21m. 3 times everything across the top is going to be 21m minus 9. And look at the middle 2 terms. They cancel each other out because one's positive 21m and one's negative 21m. So we end up with just 49m squared minus 9. And the last example, we got 3x minus 2 cubed. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means start off with 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 2. So that gives us 9x squared minus 6x, and then minus 6x plus 4. And then that's a trinomial times 3x minus 2. So 9x squared minus 12x plus 4 times 3x minus 2. So that gives us 27x cubed minus 36x squared plus 12x. And then take negative 2 times everybody. So negative 18x squared plus 24x minus 8. Combine the like terms that are on diagonals. So 27x cubed minus 54x squared plus 36x minus 8. Now you've got 4 practice problems to try on the multiplying and check them with me when you see me next. Remember, if you need to, rewind, watch any part of this video again as you need.